Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie Lefurgy. I am a mortgage broker and a realtor. I'm part of the top 30 Move Okanagan team in Canada. And today I wanted to talk to you about hard conversations with clients. Now, right now, times are tough. Interest rates are high. It's kind of slow out there. And the last thing you want is for your deal to fall apart. So, I wanted to talk about tough conversations you should have with your clients before you even start to show them properties. Now, as a mortgage broker, I know how easy it is for a deal to fall apart on the financial side. So, this is what I'm mainly going to be talking about today. If you ever want to talk about anything in more detail, you can contact me. All of my contact info is in the description below. Call me, text me, email me. I am happy to connect. All right. So everyone knows, I shouldn't say this, everyone knows. There are people out there that just really don't know. But generally, most realtors know that you should be asking your clients, hey, are you pre-approved? And then your client goes, yeah, I am. They'll say, okay, for how much? And then the clients will tell them, and then that'll be the end of the conversation. They'll give them a dollar value and off they go house shopping. This is your first mistake. It is not that simple. Now, banks are getting a little bit better these days, but if your client goes to the bank, they ask for a pre-approval. Oftentimes, that client's credit doesn't even get pulled. There's no documents being exchanged, and there is not a deep dive into this client's history in order to actually give them a proper pre-approval. So, how I would go about the conversation without offending your client is like this. Hi, client. Let's call him Johnny. Hi, Johnny. Have you been pre-approved? Johnny goes, yeah, I have. Awesome. That's great news. What was your pre-approval for? Johnny says, it was about 800,000. Okay, great. Now, I always like to ask my clients these questions just because I want you to have the best experience when it comes to buying your house. And I want you to not only have the best house, but I also want to ensure that you have the best mortgage product by connecting you to the right people, just in case you haven't been serviced properly when it comes to your pre-approval. And then Johnny will go, what do you mean? And you'll say, well, the reason I'm bringing this up is when you went for your pre-approval, Johnny, did you actually exchange documents? Did you give someone your letter of employment, your pay stubs, your tax info, that kind of thing? And are you only working with the bank? He'll give you an answer like, yeah, actually, I did give them all of my documents. And that is an excellent sign that Johnny's pre-approval is probably A-okay. However, if he said, I did that, but it was like 6 months ago, well, that pre-approval is probably no longer accurate, and he's going to want to have a new one, especially if he's planning on buying soon. Now, as a realtor, you want to have at least 3 mortgage brokers in your pocket that you can refer to on a dime, and you want to have a good relationship with those mortgage brokers so that you're constantly getting updates and communication throughout the lending process. That mortgage broker should be giving you regular updates on your client's file. And also if they're having any difficulties and if there's anything that you can potentially do to help. All right, so what I'm talking about is you should be telling your client to go and see a mortgage broker, even if they have a pre-approval at the bank. Chances are the mortgage broker could potentially get them a better product or a lower interest rate just because they have a selection of way more lenders. The bank has their product and that is their product. And not only that, but it protects you when you work with a mortgage broker, because if that client gets declined by the bank, they do not have a backup option. Now, they can, after that fact, go to a mortgage broker, but chances are you're going to have to request for an extension. If this is a popular home and it has many, many interested buyers, the seller isn't going to want to do that. It's going to go to its next best offer, and you've just lost your client that home. So that's why when you have these discussions with your clients, you need to be able to explain this to them and say, yes, you can go to the bank and have a pre-approval done. However, that is not necessarily in your best interest because for whatever reason, if your financing doesn't go through, if you're with a mortgage broker, they can take that product and go to many different lenders, which ensures multiple backup plans. I hope this helped you guys today. I hope you're having these tough conversations with your clients and just make them understand that this is for their best interest. You're not doing this to offend them. Always make sure pre-approvals are recent and always make sure that they are thorough. And mention, do you have a rate locked in? Because that's also important in this climate where rates are changing unpredictably. Thankfully, the Bank of Canada just held its rate. However, we're not sure where it's going to go next because it really just depends on inflation. So again, if you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to call me, text me, email me. If you like this video, make sure you like it, subscribe for more great videos like this.